Howdy folks, today is Monday, November 15, 2021. What we're looking at here is this is 5 boards, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and they're all glued together. This will be a top on one of the chests in the window seat. There'll either be 5 or 6 chests. So what I did is I glued 5 boards together, and I'll show you what that looks like because I have another one glued up. But first what I had done is cut the boards, and they basically looked like this or like this, and I cut them and I straight edged them, and then glued the 5 boards together, numbered them and the like. I'm taking you into the workshop. This contraption here with 4 clamps. The pipe clamps are good because they're long, but these little puppies here, these bar clamps, they really pull things together. So a little bit of a rundown. I have a 2x4 on top, and then here I just have some cooking paper that Linda uses in the ovens. And the beautiful part of that is the glue doesn't stick to this as much. The reason I have a 2x6 on the bottom and a 2x4 on the top is to keep the boards flat. Otherwise, they can have a tendency to cup when I start cranking on these things. So you can see I use the 4 clamps, 2 in the middle, 1 on either end, and then I use 4 of these Harbor Freight clamps to hold the 2x4 and the 2x6 tight to each other. And down below, you can see on the bottom side of this board, I have that paraffin paper as well. Now what I did is I have 4 places on each one of these boards where I've put a dowel. This is a little dowel. It's 1.5 inches by a 1/4 inch thick. This is my doweling jig right back here, and this bit goes into the drill. This is the slickest thing. So what I do is I draw, you can see the line, the pencil lines. You see that? One on this one on that, here and there, there and there, there and there. And then what I do, I drill all those holes. So there's 1, 2, oh, there's 8 on this, 4 on that, 8 on this. So that's 8, 16, 24. There's 32 dowels in here. And what that does is it keeps the boards flat and from sliding. Whenever I use one of these big clamps, I take a scrap board like this and I put that on there and crank on it. Otherwise, it will leave an indent on the cover. I'll let this all dry, and then I'll come through and scrape off as much of that squeeze out on the glue as I can, and then I'll sand it. Linda had bought me a really nice sander, and I have a very, very aggressive, coarse bit on it. There's the sander, and it's a 4-inch belt. And what I'll do is I'll sand this when it's done, just so that I can get all the glue off, and then I'll take it down to the cabinet shop and have them sand all of my tops to 3/4 of an inch, and then I have those boards down there that I'll have sanded, precision sanded. So that's it. that's what I do to build my cabinet.